11 Early signs your kid will be smart. From the moment your child is born, they are nothing short of extraordinary in your eyes. Each milestone only serves to further reaffirm your beliefs that your little one is surely a genius, but, while they are definitely gifted in your eyes. Are reaching developmental milestones actually early signs your kid will be smart? It's not quite that simple. Intelligence doesn't become more stable and crystallized until age 6 or 7. Kids can demonstrate high intelligence at an early age, such as preschool, but it's not a reliable predictor of future intelligence. On the other hand, the obtained IQ of a 7-year-old is likely to remain mostly steady throughout the remainder of their lifespan. It's also important to note that even IQ tests can be misleading. These assessment instruments are Eurocentric, heavily loaded on verbal ability, and imperfect measurement devices for culturally and linguistically diverse youth. Our society upholds the values of white supremacy at every level, including intelligence assessment, which means many gifted black and brown kids aren't going to be picked up by these tests. So while no early behaviors or test results will guarantee your kid's future, there are still some signs to look out for when your child is younger so you can help nurture their blossoming brain. Number 1. Their memory is exceptional. Your baby might just give an elephant a run for their money if they seem to be exhibiting signs of strong memory skills. Having a detailed memory is an early sign of intelligence. An infant with advanced memory skills might remember where a toy was hidden or quickly recognize faces and locations. Number 2. They've got the look. You might think your kid is throwing you some serious shade, but it could actually be they're just flexing their focusing skills. Brighter children start watching and paying attention early in life. So how can you tell what is concentration and what's just staring? They absorb from their environment so much, adults are often surprised at what they already know. Kids often know more than they let on. Number 3. They make informational links. As an adult, if you see someone turn on the oven, you assume they're getting ready to bake something. When they serve you fresh brownies an hour later, you're not wondering where in the world they came from. A gifted child who's never seen a brownie before might still be able to figure out it was the end result of a process that started when you turned on the oven. Connecting new information to previously learned knowledge, especially across different domains, is an early sign of giftedness. Number 4. They roll with an older crowd. Does your child tend to flourish in environments with kids who are older with them or even other grown-ups? Gifted children often prefer the company of older children or adults. Advanced kids not only feel comfortable around the older crowd, they're also learning from them. Number 5. They can hold a conversation early on. Language skills really do play a role in discerning intelligence in kids. If your little one has a rich and expansive vocabulary, then you may want to be on alert. In fact, according to the Davidson Institute and Education Foundation for Advanced Children, early and prolific use of language is typical in profoundly gifted children. Number 6. They don't sleep well. Whether you have a newborn or a school-aged child, if they don't sleep well, it can be frustrating for the whole family. But there actually could be a silver lining to all the late nights. Gifted children are usually poor sleepers because their brain is so stimulated it's difficult to fall asleep. Number 7. Their personality is bold. Being a wallflower is never a bad thing, and several historical figures were introverts, but if your child is lively at a young age, that could indicate high intelligence. A developed sense of humor and social skills are signs your child is gifted. Number 8. They have the feels. If your child mourns squashed bugs and rushes to comfort crying babies, their big heart might be linked to a big brain. Demonstrating compassion and empathy for others is an early sign of giftedness with others. The ability to share, play with others, show compassion, resolve conflicts, accept feedback or redirection, and compromise are way more important predictors of life success than traditional book-smart gifts. Number 9. They're Wiggleworms. Lots of kids have a surplus of energy just waiting to be burned, but if your kid has been a mover and shaker from day one, they might be gifted. Very well, but a need for mental and physical stimulation is a sign of intelligence. So if your infant was constantly wanting to change positions or your child gets bored quickly, they're probably gifted. Number 10. They love hobbies. Is your child exceptionally focused on a specific subject or loves learning about particular areas of interest? Your preschooler may be gifted if they have a specific talent, like artistic ability or an ease with numbers. And kids who love solving puzzles and brain teasers readily are showing early signs of intelligence. So maybe there's more to your kid's hobby than meets the eye. Number 11. You're a bit of a smarty pants yourself. The greatest predictor of gifted children is gifted parents. While it's not the only factor in a child's intelligence, genes definitely play a significant role. So if you excel in certain areas or subjects, chances are your kids will follow in your footsteps.